Today we are making small batch chocolate chip pumpkin cookies. And I think they're the perfect pumpkin cookie. They're nice and chewy and tender in the middle and not cakey. So join me in the kitchen as we make small batch recipes with big taste. So I don't know about you, but I think that a cookie should have the texture of a cookie and not a cake. Now, a lot of pumpkin cookie recipes are a cakey cookie because of the high moisture content in them. But today, I'm going to share with you a couple of hints and tips to make your pumpkin cookie chewy and delicious. For our pumpkin cookies, we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Give it a little smash with our spoon. It makes it easier to incorporate. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We're going to add in our pumpkin. We are using pumpkin, puree pumpkin. We are not using canned pumpkin pie filling, which you can also find in the store. Make sure that it's just pumpkin. And then we're going to add in just 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, you may be wondering, Leanne, you forgot the egg. Well, I didn't forget the egg. We are not going to use an egg in this recipe. That will help to cut down on the amount of moisture. Because we've got so much moisture coming from the pumpkin, we really don't need the egg. And this is what's going to be one of the things that's going to help our cookie be chewy and not cakey. Now for our dry ingredients, and here's the other trick to getting a chewy cookie. Well, first of all, we're going to add in 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, but we're also going to use 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. Now, this is going to give us that nice chewy cookie, and I guarantee you the kids are never going to know there is whole wheat flour in this cookie. We're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. We have got 3/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Thanks to my trusty assistant here, a pinch of salt. If you're using unsalted butter, you may need to put in a little bit more than just a pinch. And then we're going to add in our chocolate chips. The best part, I think. I am using a milk chocolate chip. You could use a semi-sweet, a dark chocolate, whatever you like. I like to pull out just a couple, then I'm going to put on top of the cookie, and I've got 1/4 cup of chocolate chips here. Now, if you want to make this into a giant cookie, like all those other giant cookies I've been sharing with you, you can find up there, you can do that. But we're going to make 4 nice medium-sized cookies out of this batter. All right, we're going to use our trusty little cookie scoop here, and we are going to, like I said, we'll get about 4 perfect size cookies out of this batter. And then I'm going to take some of those chocolate chips I reserved, and we're going to just add those on to the top. Only about 3 on each cookie. And it just makes them look prettier. And more chocolate. All right, off into the oven they're going to go for about, how long do they bake for? 350 Fahrenheit. 325 Fahrenheit. For 8 to 9 minutes. You don't want to over bake these cookies. You still want them nice and chewy and soft in the middle. So here we go. Our pumpkin cookies are ready. The whole house smells cinnamony and just like fall. And you can see how nice and chewy and yummy they are on the inside and full of chocolate. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. You can find a printable recipe for these pumpkin cookies down below, and we'll see you in the next video.